Welcome to Direct Colors in-booth demonstration at the 2016 Oklahoma City Home and Garden Show, featuring Brad Carlisle with William B. Carlisle Design. Here are some important tips to keep in mind before you get started with your next countertop project. First, get organized before you begin, especially if you plan to use multiple acid stain colors on your countertop. Second, make sure everything you need is at arm's reach to make the most of your application time and design. Brad is presenting two staining techniques today: acid stain techniques with multiple colors and creating a wood grain countertop finish. First, Brad is using three acid stains, azure blue, coffee brown, and cola, and applying the stain to a piece of backer board previously coated with DCI smooth white concrete overlay. He dampens the surface with room temperature water to allow the acid stain colors to flow together better and prevent application lines. He begins with the azure blue to allow for maximum color development while applying the other colors. For smaller projects, acid stain can be applied using a chip brush. Apply in a circular motion until the surface is covered and leave to process. Brad's second piece is poured concrete formed in a mold created from rough sawed wood planks, giving a wood grain look on the surface and sides. He's using cola, coffee brown, and black acid stains for this application. Begin by dampening the surface with water, paying special attention to the sides. Brad has chosen to start with the lighter color cola as a base coat. Using a chip brush, apply the stain with the grain just as when staining wood. The stain will begin to flash on the surface as it reacts with the concrete and is a perfectly normal part of the process. Add extra stain to the knot impression to accentuate the feature. After applying a saturating coat, allow to process for further color development. Brad is using a technique all his own to enhance the blue of the azure blue acid stain by sprinkling Miracle-Gro on the overlay surface. Both the stain and the Miracle-Gro are copper-based, so the sprinkled areas become a more brilliant blue with some green accents. Brad further boosts the reaction by brushing on more acid stain over the Miracle-Gro to create interesting color and design features on the sample. Brad uses a small amount of black acid stain to make the knot more prominent on his piece. He'll also add light accents to the ends to give the concrete a more wood-like appearance. When asked how long he leaves the stain on the concrete to react, he responded, "Until I like the color." Acid stains are flexible as a creative element and can be neutralized at any point in the process. Recommended processing times are included in the how-to guide for applying concrete acid stain, available on the how-to videos and guides page of our website. Brad adds a bit more azure blue acid stain to the overlay to bring up more color and to continue building the overall design. Next, he adds a small amount of cola by daubing and flicking the color on the surface to create more variegation. By spraying water into the acid stain, the overall appearance is muted and more natural looking. Brad uses the cola to create random areas of color on the piece. He leaves the stain to process for a few minutes before moving on with a darker color, coffee brown. Brad sparingly adds the coffee brown using the same technique as before, careful to only accent, not overwhelm, the lighter colors. Brad uses a t-shirt cloth to rub off some of the stain to better reveal the wood grain. He applies a bit more coffee brown along the seam and other areas to give the concrete a more natural look, and finally daubs off all the excess stain to finish. For a more weathered look, carefully distress the surface by sanding the higher spots before sealing. After allowing the first application of coffee brown to process for a few minutes, Brad adds a second coat in a few areas to darken up the color and complete the final design. He'll leave the stains to process for another 20 to 30 minutes before neutralizing with an ammonia and water solution. We hope you found our acid stain demonstration video helpful and inspiring. If you're considering an indoor or outdoor countertop project, give the technicians and design consultants at Direct Colors a call or send us an email. We'll be happy to advise you on color and countertop design. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to hearing from you.